Going on, y'all? Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. I apologize, man. I've been having dealing with some allergy issues lately. So if you hear me coughing and stuff, don't mind me. Smash the like, hit the sub, and hit the notifications too, and share this video too as well. Okay. Now, uh, first and foremost, man, before I get this video started, man, let me give a shout out to uh, the brother Reggie over there um, at the locker room. If you're not, uh, if you're not sub to Reggie, definitely go sub to the locker room. Salute to my boy, Nola Boy Sports and News, my guy James. Salute to you, brother. Man, I really wanted you to come on that stream with me and the brother Memphis when we was cooking on the New Orleans New Orleans fiasco, man, and the verses, man, to get your opinion on that, man. Uh and James, I'm glad you up in here, man, because hey man, you know me, James, and me and you, the brother T Price, everybody, man, the brother Two Raw, we all James, like everybody know that I know you, man. What do? We root for the underdog, right? We root for the underdog. That's one thing that I know about James, right? Salute, Stephen Green. I see you in the building. Make sure y'all go sub to Stephen Green. However, I've sat up on my platform. I've probably been on the island by myself trying to defend Bronny James. Okay, I tried to take whatever bullshit that his father had, whatever his element was for his father, and separate the two and try to give him a chance, okay? Guys like my guy, James, Too Raw, uh, Ticket, everybody, T Price, everybody has sat up there and said, Brandon loves sports, you name it. They've been sitting up here saying, this guy ain't it. And I've tried to be like, you know what? Let me try to give him a chance. Let's try to get this dude a chance. Let's try to see what he got. Let's try to give him a couple years, give him some time, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I understand what he went through and everything. But last night, Bronny played 20 minutes. He had zero points. No pain. No pain tried to tell me to. Salute to No Pain. That's my personal friend, man. My partner. He had 0.3 rebounds and 3 assists. And I know my guy No Pain. I'm pretty sure No Pain and James could cook Bronny because they both played at an elite level. Look, man, Bronny James is not an NBA player. Okay, he's not. I've said this time and time again, just to defend myself a little bit. Just to defend myself a little bit. I have said that he is not ready for the NBA. He had no business in the NBA right now. Okay, what Bronny needs to do is go overseas, and if he doesn't want to play basketball, I think that he should just go ahead and just stop playing basketball because first off, in order to step foot on the floor or step on the field or, play any type of sports in the boxing ring or whatever, the first thing that you got to have is desire. And you also got to have passion. They come hand in hand. And you got to have a willing work. You said all I need is a 10-day contract. Yeah, man. Look, man. Uh, Nola played semi-pro. I was at the semi-pro level. No Pain. He was at the collegiate level, semi-pro level. We seen guys, and I know Nola. No, I'm not bullshitting. No Pain. No, I'm not bullshitting. And I know I'm not bullshitting. I know guys that will absolutely humiliate Bronny James, absolutely destroy him. I know a guy right now. I know a guy right now that will actually probably put up 60 on Bronny James right now. And I'm not even bullshitting. And these guys, they didn't get a chance. They didn't get their chance. One of the guys, he almost made it to the league, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And then I know a few other guys that, they got like the couple day contracts or whatever, but they just didn't pan out. You said the problem, Bronny getting handout never worked with blood, sweat, and tears like other players. Bronny don't know way hard work. I cannot play Bronny James. Now look, man, I'm not gonna go that far, but what I am gonna say is that he doesn't have the desire. His attitude is not like it was. Like when you look at Steven, Nola, No Pain. When you look at Bronny and you look at VJ Edgecombe, okay, I'm giving you a prime example. When you look at Bronny and VJ Edgecombe is a rookie right now. He's our rookie right now that plays for the Sixers. When you look at VJ Edgecombe, you look at the tenacity that he plays with. You look at the ferociousness that he plays with. He's trying to get everything. He's trying to go out there and fucking embarrass you. And VJ Edgecombe, he's not the tallest in the world. I mean, VJ Edgecombe maybe about 6'5" at the most. But he's coming to the rim and he's coming at you and he's about to straight up destroy you. And at the same time, he already has understanding at that level. Even with Cooper Flagg, guess what? He had a fucked up game. The last game, he had a fucked up game too. I think he only had 2 points just this last game. But the previous, when he played against the Raptors, guess what? He bounced back from that 10-point game that he had and said, you know what? I'm gonna try. You got to be showing me that you got that you have some sort of potential. You said, dude with the last pick, what you expect? Listen, there have been a lot of guys that have been in the second round. Okay, I'm not gonna make that excuse. There's plenty of guys that have been in the second round and have went in to the NBA and and have had careers in the NBA. I'm not gonna say what I'm saying. A lot of them became superstars or anything, but they made careers. Listen, there is nothing wrong. See, that's what's wrong with a lot of people now, James, No Pain, and Steven. A lot of these people, they sleep on guys at JUCO, going to junior colleges, or going to Division 2, or going to Division 3, or NAIA, or and then, of course, going to overseas. But the same guy that you talking shit about that went to a JUCO, just like Cam Newton went to a JUCO, just like DeAndre Jordan went to a JUCO, just like Rajon Rondo went to a JUCO. Plenty of other guys that I'm not going to get into that went to junior colleges before they actually became, professional players. And Jimmy Butler went to a JUCO. But guess what? They worked hard and got to where they needed to go. A couple guys went overseas. All these people that talk shit about people going overseas, or like they call my nigga Ticket, I'm not going to even entertain the name, but they talk shit about him. But let me see you go out there and go play at that level. And that's what I'm saying. He could go out there, not be under the radar, I'm talking about if he wants it. It's like the brother Turrell, Turrell just absolutely cooks Bronny every single time. And I try to stray away from it because, that's the homie. But, man, I got to give it to him. Reggie today from the locker room, shout out to him. He said he can't do it no more. I feel the same way. I can't do it no more. LeBron so good, he got you talking about his sorry ass son. Look, LeBron, I'm separating the two right now. Okay, this ain't really about LeBron. Well, you know what? We're gonna make it about LeBron. LeBron tried to make it about himself. He know damn well that his son don't belong on the NBA court, but yet and still you trying to force a guy who just came off of cardiac arrest. We're not talking about, James, No Pain, Steven, everybody up in here. We're not talking about a broken bone. We're not talking about a sprained ankle. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about, messing up your elbow, your shoulder, or, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we talk about your heart. You're talking about something that pumps. If that shit stop pumping, you're not moving. You understand what I mean? We're talking about stuff that a situation where players have died from, like a Hank Gathers, like a Reggie Lewis, like Russell Westbrook's best friend dying on the floor and stuff, like me and No Pain's personal friend that had a situation that happened with his heart or whatever. God rest his soul, but he didn't die from it. But he had a situation where his heart was too big. You know what I'm saying? This is a situation where guys could die. Yeah, he should have made his son earn it. You're right about that, and I agree with that. I'm glad you feel where I'm coming from. Like No Pain, he had to earn it. You know what I'm saying? James, he had to earn it. Steven, I think he played baseball. You had to earn it. I had to earn it. Nobody was giving me anything. My boy, No Pain, man, we used to go at it. He used to get the best of me. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to sit up here and just give him, like my son, he's got to earn it. My daughter, she got to earn it. I'm going to be hard on both of them. Okay? Like, I'm not going to sit up there and just allow my kid, oh yeah, it's okay, not tell them the truth. Like James said, the truth hurts. And you got to give them that fact. You got to give them the raw deal. And that's how I never had big brothers, but I had, big brothers per se that would, see, he needs somebody, to be like, look, you got to do this, or if you want to play this motherfucking game, then you got to show like you want to play. If you don't want to play, then get off the floor. It's simple as that. And LeBron, what he should have did, man, in this case, man, all right, is he should have gave it a couple years. You were in no rush to get Bronny in right now because guess what? Now you're not playing now because you got the quote unquote sciatica, which everybody thinks is bullshit right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks that you faking it because you mad and you salty because of the contract extension and they moving on without your ass. Let's just call it what it is. But you could have gave Bronny time to let his ass develop a couple years or whatever. Everybody, Jeff Teague, you got this nigga Jeff Teague on this podcast talk about no WNBA player would cook Bronny. Yes, they will. You don't think Juju Watkins, she in college? Juju Watkins would cook Bronny. She's the one with the records over there, Sierra Cannon, not Bronny. You don't think Asia Wilson would give him buckets? Hell, I think Caitlin Clark would give him buckets. Right. He's a gamer. He's into gaming, not balling. He cares about that. Bryce James already, listen, let's do the tail of the tape real quick, all right? Let's do the comparison. Okay, you got Bryce James, who's already about to be 6'7". He has an NBA body type, James, already. You know what I'm saying? And he's still growing. Okay, and Bryce James, when you look at Bryce James, he actually looks like he can. Now, he may not be there yet in terms of fundamental wise and stuff like that, but Bryce James, you see how low key he is? He's in the gym, he's in there working, he's at Arizona, he's letting the game come to him, stuff like that. He's developing things of that nature. He's not under the radar, all that other stuff. Watch, when he comes in, he's destined to be like 6'9". Now, is he gonna be as athletic as his father? Is he gonna do some of the stuff that his father was doing when he came in and stuff like that? I doubt it. But they're gonna look at Bryce James as being more ready for the NBA. That's not to say that he's gonna be a superstar or no shit like that. But they're gonna look at him more than they would look at Bronny James. And not that height has anything to do with it, because I know plenty of short niggas that can get up. I got cousins, James, that are, and No Pain know what I'm talking about, that are 5'8", that will clear the rim like it ain't nothing. I know dudes that are 5'9", 5'10", coming down like Spud Webb and shit, coming through. I know a dude that was like 5'6", 5'7", Nate Robinson size and all that shit, coming through, James, rocking the cradle. And you from New Orleans, you know what I'm talking about when I say that shit. Niggas, these niggas is coming in doing funky shit. In a fucking organized game, not no pickup game. The pickup game was too easy. These niggas was coming down, cupping the ball. So don't tell me about that height shit. You know what I'm saying? If you under 6'5", I don't want to hear no fucking excuses. Nigga, it's just about your heart, your will, and your drive. You know what I'm saying? No Pain, like 6'3". Nigga, that nigga will come in balling with guys. We ball with guys that are 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". I don't want to hear none of that shit. I got cousins that are 6'8", 6'9". I'll be short compared to my cousins at my family. I don't want to hear about none of that height shit. Oh, man, well, he ain't got the height. Shit, Spud Webb, they said Spud Webb didn't have the height. They said Muggsy Bogues didn't have the height. They said fucking Earl Boykins didn't have the height. You know what I'm saying? They said, Terry Porter, Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? They said these motherfuckers didn't have the height. I don't want to hear that shit. But getting back to Bronny. Look, man, I can't defend him no more. You had your opportunity. Austin Reeves, he got it. Y'all talked all this shit. No Pain was talking shit about Austin Reeves, AR-15. Guess what? I told him the only thing that Austin Reeves need to work on is his defense. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He put up 41 last night. Austin Reeves, to me, should be the second option. I'm just being honest with you. But when it comes to Bronny, there's the only option that you got right now is to take your ass overseas. Take your ass overseas. Go get better. Stay over there, man. You was in the D League for quite some time. They said you balled out over there. No, go overseas, man. LaMelo Ball, he went overseas. It's no shame in going overseas. Go get better. Nah, man. No, man. Listen, bro. That height shit don't matter, man. Listen, man. If you're 6'2", you can still play in the NBA. If you're 6'3", you can still play in the NBA. If you're 6'4", you can still play in the NBA. Chris Paul, 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? That height shit don't matter, man. Okay? Let's get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh man, he ain't tall enough. Oh man, he ain't big enough and stuff like that. They said, what did you say? You talked all this shit about Victor Wembanyama. Oh, he too skinny. All this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? He frail. You touch him, he'll break. Guess what he doing? He leading the league in blocks again. Defensive Player of the Year, about to be, possibly. I don't want to hear none of this stuff about body type. If you got the heart, the will, the mindset, then you can make it. Bronny James don't have that. He don't have the heart. He don't have the desire, I should say. He don't have the passion. But that is part to in part to blame when it comes to his father, because I mean his father's a billionaire. So he doesn't have to. He doesn't. If he quit basketball today, guess what? He'll be all right. I mean, you hear about this guy buying Lambos for his girlfriend and shit. You said if LeBron was Bronny height, he wouldn't be in the NBA. We don't know that, but you know, if you're talking about his skill set and stuff like that, then yeah, because LeBron, his skill set, his game has always been predicated on athleticism, explosion. Now he did have some court vision when he came in and stuff like that, but in terms of crisp moves like a Kobe, fundamentals like a Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Back to the basket, you know what I'm saying? Game like like some of the big greats, like Hakeem and stuff like that. In an array of different moves like a Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Making your defender, getting them off balance like Jordan, stuff like that. LeBron didn't have any of that. He didn't have any of that. He'll showcase something every now and then, pick up something in the game, but pretty much he still plays the same way. That little step back shit and all that shit, that stuff is basic. That stuff you're supposed to know. As a guard, you're supposed to know the step back. You know what I'm saying? The 1-2 dribble, pull up, stuff like that. That's everybody knows what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You go to a regular 5-star, camp or whatever, they teach you that shit. You know what I'm saying? My guy Neil Payne could pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing. He'd do that in his sleep. But no, can you get deep in your duffel bag? You know what I'm saying? Like VJ Edgecombe, he got deep in the duffel bag. Tyrese Maxey putting up 43. Who lit up Bronny? No, height don't matter. If that was the case, or Earl Boykins wouldn't have been in the league. If that was the case, Nate Robinson wouldn't have been in the league. If that was the case, Spur Webb wouldn't have been in the league. Don't give me that, man. Height don't matter, man. Height don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't make it to the NBA, you could be successful playing across the water or playing across the border. That shit don't matter. But in Bronny's case, it's about the mindset and it's about the heart. But I got to get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all go sub to my boy, Nola Boy Sports and News, LDBC all day, brother. And Stephen Green, man, make sure you go sub to his channel. Appreciate No Pain pulling up too. Make sure y'all like, sub. Also hit them notifications too. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the LDBC once again. Basketball, boxing. I'm outie.